Before the maps were redrawn, before the ships came in fleets, before Africa became a marketplace of human bodies, a king was already afraid. Not afraid of war, not afraid of invasion, afraid of paperwork. Letters, written by a ruler watching his nation disappear in slow motion. And nobody listened. In the late 1400s, the Kingdom of Kongo was not a rumour, it was not a wilderness, it was not waiting to be discovered. It was organised, centralized, governed. A capital city with nobles, courts, tax systems, diplomacy. A state powerful enough to negotiate with Europe, not to beg it. When Portuguese ships arrived on the West African coast, Congo did not collapse in shock, it studied them. The Portuguese saw wealth, the Congolese saw opportunity, trade, technology, knowledge exchange. And at the centre of this calculated curiosity stood a young noble who would become king, Nzinga Mbemba. History would rename him Afonso I, but history would not understand him. Because Afonso was not dazzled by Europe, he was analysing it. He converted to Christianity not as surrender, but as strategy. A political language, a diplomatic bridge, a tool. He learned Portuguese, studied European administration, invited teachers, requested scholars. He wanted controlled modernization, not conquest. He believed he could invite the future in without letting it devour him. He was wrong. The first signs did not look like invasion, they looked like commerce. Portuguese merchants began bypassing royal authority, private deals, unauthorized trade, human trafficking disguised as partnership. At first, it was quiet. A missing villager, a disputed cell, a rumour of kidnapping. Then more, and more. Then entire communities hollowed out. Afonso realised something chilling. Europe was not trading with Congo, it was feeding on it. And the horror was not only foreign, it was internal. Congolese officials, nobles, local elites were participating, selling their own people, not out of hatred, out of profit. Afonso watched corruption spread faster than law could contain it. His kingdom was not being attacked, it was being dissolved from the inside. This is where the story becomes unbearable, because Afonso documented everything. He wrote letters to the King of Portugal, not once, not twice, repeatedly. These letters still exist. They are not myth, they are evidence of a man trying to stop history. Each day, the traders are kidnapping our people, sons of the land, sons of our nobles, even our own relatives. He describes a nation bleeding, a state losing its future population, its workforce, its stability. He begs Portugal, send teachers, send priests, send administrators, not slave traders. He is not rejecting Europe, he is pleading for regulated exchange, for ethics, for boundaries. He understood something terrifyingly early. Uncontrolled extraction will destroy Africa, not metaphorically, literally. He was watching the blueprint of colonialism form in real time, and he was trying to erase it before it hardened. Portugal answered with politeness and did nothing because the slave trade was profitable and profit does not fear letters. Afonso tried reforms, licensing systems, trade restrictions, legal crackdowns. He attempted to build an intelligence network to monitor traffickers. He punished collaborators. He rewrote policies. But corruption travels faster than law. Private merchants outpaced royal enforcement. Local elites protected smuggling routes. Foreign demand multiplied. Afonso was no longer fighting traders. He was fighting a system that had tasted infinite wealth. And systems do not retreat voluntarily. He was trying to dam an ocean of parchment. His letters grew more desperate, more detailed, more prophetic. He was not simply complaining, he was predicting catastrophe. A nation stripped of its people, a continent destabilized, generations lost to extraction. He saw it, centuries before historians would name it. And he died knowing he could not stop it. That is the tragedy. Not ignorance, not defeat in battle. Clarity. He understood exactly what was happening, and clarity did not save him. Afonso I is rarely remembered because he disrupts a convenient myth. The myth that Africa did not understand what was coming, that colonization was a surprise, that exploitation was invisible until it was complete. No, an African king diagnosed the disease at its birth. He named it, documented it, warned its architects, and was ignored. Today the language has changed. Resources instead of bodies, contracts instead of chains, debt instead of raids. But the structure is familiar. External appetite, internal collaboration, extraction dressed as partnership. Afonso would recognize it instantly. Africa has seen this pattern before, and once a king tried to stop it with ink. History did not fail to warn us. We failed to listen to the warning.